This fun Monday romantic show rolls on. Valentine's Day can be joyous, happy, and full of love for many people. But for singles like myself who don't necessarily wish to be single, the holiday could bring an unwanted feeling of loneliness. This morning we're joined by licensed marriage and family therapist Stephen, who has advice on making it through the holiday on Friday night. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning.
I need your help. How do singles deal with Valentine's Day?
Well, it's a day, and sometimes we can get caught up in sort of seeing what's going on for couples. One of the things to be aware of is, so we have these desires often, and what our reality is, and how to navigate that a little differently in these times, and find joy and peace and love in ourselves can be very powerful.
What do you recommend singles do? Do you recommend them try and be a third wheel with a couple, eat by themselves at a restaurant? What should singles be doing on February 14th, Stephen?
Well, it depends. It depends. In terms of the day, it's a day, and if it's something that is important to them, and in certain friend groups, it can be very powerful to go out with friends. In terms of, hey, this is just not my thing. What could I be doing on that day? We don't have to look at it as a negative. It is a day for couples to celebrate if they choose. For someone who's single, it's an opportunity, perhaps. Something that can be very powerful is to volunteer or to give and to show love to someone else, maybe who is in need. Therefore, when we show love, we can feel love.
How has dating evolved over the years, like particularly in 2025? What are some good dating tips? Because I feel like just going up to a woman or a guy at the bar is not like popular anymore, right?
Well, the fundamentals are the same, meaning we've got apps involved now. And so that can give us more access. With that access, we still need to have an approach that's healthy for us and how we interact with the apps and the people on the apps. But also, there is that thought that we can't go up and still talk to someone at a bar or at a Starbucks when we're in line. We can still have conversations and still develop conversations. We want to do that in a healthy way, certainly. But those are opportunities to grow skills, to be able to have conversations on the first date if it came from an app and we got that far. So there's always opportunities for these interactions and to grow relationally, to build into the relationship process.
I think maybe people are afraid of public rejection, if they go flirt with the person behind them in Starbucks, and maybe that's why apps are easier, because you can kind of hide behind the screen for the initial icebreaker. Am I far off on this here, Stephen?
And that's true, but there's also that experience, depending on the person, of rejection within the app. So we can get rejected because we like someone and they connect with us and they might ghost us, which can be a problem. And it's an opportunity to get rejected, because when we go through that experience, how do we navigate that? How do we know and view ourselves in that interaction that, hey, it's not us, it's part of the process. I'm feeling rejected. That's real. And it's an opportunity to navigate an emotion and better ourselves with that emotion and change our internal state to a positive state to be able to continue on in the process, because part of dating is there's going to be rejection.
Well, this is good stuff. I am taking religious notes here, Steve, and you're providing some really good insight. How about those couples out there, though? How do you maintain a strong relationship? Because, look, things are going to get rocky through the course of 365 days in a year. Not everything's going to be, roses and dandelions. How do you maintain a great relationship with your significant other?
So we're in a relationship with our significant other, and the self-work that we do prior to is always very important. How we view ourselves as individuals and as a couple together. And as we're going through different dynamics throughout the relationship, life happens. And the ability to have conversations about the relationship, we could have a State of the Union conversation as an example, comes from Gottman therapy, not my idea, where you sit down and you talk about the relationship. So things don't creep in. We talk through them ahead of time, and communication about that, being able to talk about topics that can be somewhat taboo in relationships, make sure you're able to have healthy conversations about the small things. And then we can talk about sex and finances, which typically couples like to avoid.
Stephen, this was a lot of great insight. Really do appreciate it. Have a great Valentine's Day on Friday night. And as a single guy, I've taken a lot of notes this morning.
Well, thank you so much, and I wish you the best there. And keep a good mindset, and you'll be just fine.
Grow Therapy has a number of qualified specialists that can help you on your love journey. Check out the website on the bottom of your screen to learn more.